What's going on? Welcome to another episode of the Impel Forward Podcast. I'm your host, Leon, and I'm here with my man, CJ.
New Way, what's happening?
What's happening? What's going on?
Hey, another beautiful Sunday.
Yeah, another
Got
beautiful
a little
Sunday.
bit of Lord up in me today, so
Yeah,
off to a great start.
yeah. So this is actually our third episode.
Yup.
Now, but you only seen one. We recorded one and it didn't make it. He felt like he was teaching too much. He didn't want to come off as a teacher.
That's right.
So yeah, we decided if you've seen this, you know we're here. We're recording another one.
That's right. We're gonna keep them coming too. For
Yeah,
sure.
keep them coming.
There's a lot to talk about.
Yeah. So today we are talking about work-life balance. Is there such a thing? I don't think it is. But what are your thoughts?
Man, my first thought when I hear that is, I think I wanted to say no. There's definitely no such thing as a work-life balance.
Right.
But it does depend on what your goals are, I think. And also, in a way, like balance don't necessarily have to be 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where I get hung up a lot. Is when I hear the word balance, I'm thinking, is this 50-50? Is my time or energy, whatever, being allocated 50-50?
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't figured out a way to do that just yet.
Right.
But I think that you can have a balance to where, nothing is being completely forgotten about or ignored, so maybe sometimes it's 70-30 and then sometimes it flip and it's 40-60 in the opposite direction, So I think in that sense, yeah, you can have a work-life balance, but I don't see a scenario where you can have a 50-50 balance and you actually doing what it is that you setting out to do on either side.
And I'm gonna tell you why I came up with this conversation, work-life balance. Because since our first conversation we had coming out of would you call it rehabilitation or what you call it?
Yeah, well, I call it the sanctuary, but yeah.
Sanctuary. Coming out of that, you've been growing a lot. You've been doing a lot of things,
Yeah.
a lot of different things. Recording music, recording content, working. And I'm like, you hit me up and said, let's record.
Yeah.
Of course, you had to think of something to say, talk about. I said, Charles doing a lot of things.
I see where you're going with this too. I see what you did there.
So how do you think you can continue? Because as a creative,
yeah,
man, stuff will run through your head all day long.
All day long. Yeah.
You're on your way to work. You don't want to go to work because you want to create.
We talk about that all the time.
How do you think? Do you think one interferes with the other? As far as the music, man, look, this dude done put together a whole album.
It's coming. We working.
Man, that's another thing. I don't know you to be a rapper. Where that come from, man?
So look, oddly enough, I mean, music kind of always been a part of my life,
Which I never knew.
Yeah, I was in the band from middle school up until my freshman year at Central.
Mm-hmm.
And here, like the band, especially back then, like when I got in high school at Hillside, band is like a big thing. Like, you train to be in the band, like you going to the league, kind of. 5:45 for real, man.
Right.
Like practice 5:45 in the morning before school,
Mm.
and then practice after. But so music has always been there.
Mm.
And when I first moved to Wilmington, I just started writing, just toying around with it. And then I got much more involved with my actual career at the time and just kind of put it on the back burner. So when it came back around this time, I was just journaling, man. And I got, sometimes my attention span ain't the best. So I'm like, I got to figure out a way to continue to do this because it is helping. But I needed like a little more encouragement. I didn't feel like just sitting down and writing. So I just began to make it rhyme again. And then I got here. And that wasn't a plan at all, but it just clicked. I saw the machine and it just been off and running since then. And like some nights, man, I might not quite make it home. I'm in here so late, and then so yeah.
Yeah. And you might need to help me out with that because I used to write too. I stopped writing a long time ago. I used to write poetry and kind of write music a little bit, songs. I thought were gonna be songs, but I always do it and I never continue on doing it. Now, do you? So you saying you don't write no more? You just
no, I write.
Oh, so you still write?
Yeah, it's a lot different. Like the process is different now. Although when I started back this time, it was still very similar to my initial like introduction into writing, where I just had so much in my mind that I just wanted to put to paper. So I did that, and now it's more so when I come in, I'm typically not really focused on writing a song when I get here now. I'm just trying to find like a sound that I'm looking for. So I'm just trying to find like and the sound really it translates into a thought for me. Like the sound will give me like maybe not a specific thought and okay, this song is gonna be about impel forward hats. But this song might put me in a place where I'm in a car right now. Like this makes me feel like I'm in some car I've been wanting for a long time. I finally got it. And bam, there goes the thought. Now from there, I got so much material over the years it's just written that a lot of times I'm just pulling from older material and piecing it back together into one. So there'll be songs where like somebody that I send like a lot of this stuff to unfinished, you probably hear me say, if not the exact same thing, similar lines in different songs. That's why, because like I probably pulled 2 or 3 of those from the same source verse. If that makes sense. But
now are you doing this in hopes of a music career or putting it out in the waves?
That's a great question.
Yeah,
that's a great question.
I want to know that.
Because so it started for not even thinking about a music career. And had you asked me like a month ago, I probably would have told you, no, that's not. But at the same time, I'm starting to see like, or I'm trying to figure out, am I saying that because I truly can't and don't see myself with maybe a music career? Or am I saying that because it sound outlandish? And we had
what do you mean outlandish?
You know, like, I mean, let's just be real. Like 35, like, Negro, you want to be a rapper now? You know, that's okay. I ain't gonna lie, somebody told me that my first thought, I'm gonna try my best to be in the moment with them, but my first thought is gonna be like, ooh, that just is what it is. Yeah. But when you look at a lot of success stories, man, even in the music industry, a lot of them didn't start or they didn't begin their ascent until they were later into their career, usually in that 30-ish range. But at the same time, why is that so crazy? Because if it worked, it won't be crazy to anybody.
Right.
The second that it clicked, I'll never answer the question like, why did you want to do that? Nobody will ask that then. They just ask it now because they don't see it.
Right.
So I say all that to say I don't know where it's going, but this is what I do. I truly and genuinely just allow myself to create and put whatever message I feel in that moment out. If it resonates, let's roll, let's go. I'm prepared and I'm ready. If not, maybe these are just like random songs that are releasing things from me and 1 or 2 people catch it and it help them. I'm cool with that too. More than cool with that. It's authentic, so I can't lose. You know, it's not. I can't lose. I just make it, and where God, takes it from there, I'm just along for the ride.
So. And it's like, what if it work? What if it don't work?
Yeah.
But what if it do?
What if it do? Yeah.
Because would you be looking at it as far as? Because you hear him talking about the music and the monetary gains now with the streaming now it's totally different. And then you got people talking about independent and people ain't owning their own stuff and not making the money they're supposed to. So would you look at it like for monetary gain or just putting it out there? I mean, of course you want to set it up. Of course you want to set it up to get that.
But I think that okay. And this is my first time really processing this, but I would try to put it in 2 different like sectors. The creation, the creative aspect of it. I don't ever want to be like held back at all. So whatever that looked like, that means that I gotta remain independent, or maybe that looks like taking a chance on somebody that maybe doesn't have a track record, but will allow me to still be free. Because it's just certain things that I'm always gonna have in whatever it is that I create. It ain't even just gotta be music. It's a certain message that's always gonna be there. And there's certain things that I'm never gonna allow to be there. That's just, I don't care what that look like. It's just certain things I'm not gonna bend on. You know what I mean? So, but But yeah, I would like to make some money off of it. That would be cool. Yeah.
So what did you play in the band? What kind of instrument you play?
Yeah. In middle school, I started percussion. So I guess you would call it the drum line back then. More just like xylophone. Little African drums, different things like that. And then I moved into brass. I started on trumpet. Then when I got to Hillside, I played trumpet the first year. Then they moved me to mellophone, which is just like a marching style French horn. In concert band, it was French horn. A little bit of trombone, like almost anything brass, I can play it. But I'm best at trumpet and French horn and mellophone.
So when last time you played any of those instruments?
It's funny. Oh man, it would have been my freshman year at Central. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was the last time. Yeah, I got through band camp and just decided that nah.
So you think you still got those skills?
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't forgot how to do nothing. I ain't forgot. Okay. Nah, and I ain't never told this story actually like out loud. This is crazy. This is true, man. When I remember when I first began at Hillside in their band, it was the first time I really had to like memorize music because we out on the field dancing and stuff. You can't you gotta memorize it. And for this the first time it ever happened, I was so worried about like an audition that we had coming up. Sometimes you just think about something so much when you go to sleep, you kind of dream about it. So I'm not making this up, man. I had this dream, and in the dream, I'm in the band class. I got the same sheet of music in front of me, right? And we about to play it. Now, in the dream, I already know how to play it. Still need to read it, but I know how to play it. As I'm playing it, Leon, I swear to you, the notes are moving on the page. Like
wait, in your dream?
In the dream,
okay.
Yeah, in the dream. The notes are like bouncing off the page as they are to be played, right? I'm dreaming, so I'm not really thinking too much about it. Wake up the next morning, I swear to you, Leon, I wake up humming this song, like in my part, and it's all memorized. When I get there, I don't even realize it until it's time, and I'm about to go and like pull my paperwork out to look over it before we play it, and it's just there. And from that day forward, that's how I memorized every piece of music that was ever handed to me. I never just sat down and like played it over and over. I played through it one time, slept on it every single time, man. Woke up and there, just like that. Crazy. I don't know what that means, but
yeah. So can you read music?
Read? I can read. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So you got talents I never knew about. I think I remember years ago. Now that I'm thinking about that, you mentioned the band, but
that's where I met. Well, I met Dion in middle school, but we got tight at Hillside Band.
Yeah. And so that's why. When I seen a couple months ago Dion singing on Facebook, I was like, I know the dude can sing.
Nah, he called me off guard with that too.
Oh, you know he can sing?
I'll have to tell you that story. I don't know if you want to share, but I didn't know that for a long time. And let's clarify when you say he can sing. Dion hold a little tune.
Nah, Dion can sing.
He say he get down like that?
Dion can sing, bro.
I gotta give him a hard time. Nah, it caught me off guard too. Man, he been my dog this long. You could have been helping us out.
Yeah, I can sing.
Shout out Dion. What's up?
Yeah. So let me see what else about this music thing. How do you learn to, I guess, put it together as far as the beats, lyrics? And I seen you in here working, but you got the you already know you joke on me and
nah, don't do it. Don't do it.
You joke on me a lot with this text though. I'm still learning. learning. I ain't get a laptop till 2000.
Yeah, but you got the right one when you got it though. Yeah, that's all that matters.
Yeah. So how do you learn all that, man? You real tech savvy.
But I'm really not, man. I'm really not. I feel like there's like 3 categories of tech people now. Respectfully, we have the somewhat pre-tech generation that y'all catching on quick. Y'all are catching on quick. And I feel like it's mine who got a good grasp with just about everything. But then there's this next one.
Oh yeah.
Like, and they showing, man.
They start at 1 year old.
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. It just really go to show like Steve Harvey had a joke where he talking about these 2 like grandmas and they talking about their grandchildren. And one of them say, my baby's so smart. He know how to use a remote control. I ain't know how to use no remote. And the other grandma say, because they didn't have remote control. And I really think that got something to do with it. They so exposed to it. But as far as the process of like recording, mixing, mastering, Leon, everything been like on the fly.
Okay.
I ain't know nothing. Like nothing. I just playing around. Chat GPT. I can't lie, for like little technical questions where it's just something I don't understand or know. It's amazing what you can do if you just understand like how something works. You know, a lot of times I had to learn to shift that with things like Chat GPT and Google, all of that. When I'm trying to figure something out, like, you know, maybe I want a little more reverb on my voice in a certain section. Instead of me now just typing in, what do I type in to achieve whatever? No, what is reverb? What is it doing to my voice to make it sound like this? And I'm using music, but it really worked with everything.
Right.
If you can understand, to me, it's more important to understand how something works than to like have the answer to it.
Yeah.
You know, like, because I can tell you right now, Leon, turn that plug in that mic upside down. It's going to sound amazing. It's going to fix that problem that you have. And you do it, bam, it worked today.
And then you want to know how.
Hopefully you would, right? Because if it happens again,
right,
you know, or maybe that ain't exactly how you wanted it, you don't know what you adjusting. So like that, it's just been a lot of that, man. Just like, you know, why is this in frequencies? Like, you know, what is it? Why is it every time I turn this knob, my voice does this? And when you understand that, now instead of trying to necessarily find an answer, you just tweaking until you hear it. And I think that's what separates, not saying that I am, because I'm super novice, but I do think that's what separate, like, you know how certain people, you hear them and it's just them. Like it's hard to put your finger on what it is that's setting them apart. But I think it's because they're doing a lot of that, though they have the knowledge and the concepts. They're doing a lot of it by it's their ear. That's when, you know, people get so concerned with AI taking over. It's certain things that even AI cannot duplicate or replicate. Right. Somebody's sound for something can't be replicated. Right. You know, so
yeah. That's what a lot of people talking about as far as AI. Some things it just can't do.
It's impossible.
You want AI to cut your hair?
You see what I'm cool.
What they call them? Human bots or human noids or something.
Leon, look, book me up. Yeah. And I want a little gas in my car too. Yeah.
So speaking on this work-life balance, so you're also creating a brand. What's it called? SOM. SOM. And like back to the technology.
Yep.
See all these little characters you got flying around on Facebook.
Spirit boy
flying around on Facebook, working out, and he doing everything. He walking in the back of your clips.
Yeah.
So talk about.
They not like us.
Yeah. So talk about that, man. SOM.
Yeah, man. So SOM, sober on me, spirit over matter. Is where the healing meets the hustle. Same grace that is saving me is also chasing you. Just a little plug, you know. But yeah, man, this has been a lot of fun. Everything truly feels so aligned. Like the ideas and the creations and the visions that are coming from it. I'm not lying when I say I'm not really I'm applying pressure, but not to create. It's just like some floodgates have been open. And things are just pouring into me. So yeah, Spirit Boy is probably, outside of music right now, Spirit Boy is like my second biggest priority. And I don't know if we ever actually talked about that concept of Spirit Boy.
No, let's talk about it.
All right. So when I first had my true like emotional and mental breakthrough in therapy, it was an exercise we did where she just basically had me to envision the safest place that I could imagine. But it had to be from my memories, you know, like something that somewhere with someone in some environment.
Something that is real.
That's real.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I ended up basically going back. I won't be specific with the place, but it took me back to my childhood, which you kind of learn that most stored away trauma and like amazing memories are almost always stem from like your childhood. So in that day, she taught me how to separate me from that boy. And when I say separate, not forget about him, but understand that version of me is valid and exists, but it ain't this one. We're different. But at the same time, she taught me to have so much respect for this version because the child me has actually seen so much more than this version of me has. I've seen things that one hasn't yet, but he's seen everything. So in the introduction, there's a video up of the Spirit Boy introduction. He says, you know, he's young in body and in flesh, but old in spirit. And I think we all have a spirit boy and or spirit girl, woman, living inside of us as well. And when you channel that version of you along with the current version, man, like your sound mind just it goes to a different level because now you're adding experience with innovation in a sense. So that's where Spirit Boy come from. So and people just kind of gravitated to him. And we have had some off air conversations. There's more on the way for Spirit Boy for sure. There's much more coming from him.
Yeah, Spirit Boy. I like that. Oh, you talking about? Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Spirit Boy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So how even with that, how do you think? I wouldn't say because it seemed like you're doing pretty good doing both of them, creating the music and the Spirit Boy. Because
it looked like that.
it seemed like it.
So yes and no. I don't really have any like free time right now.
Right.
And I just think that it's crazy too because you heard about that movie Him, Marlon Wayans. It's football based, kind of like
the new one.
Yeah,
I heard him talking about. Yeah, I heard him talking about.
So I just saw that last night, and in there, like I ain't gonna give it away, but basically that movie is like sacrifices. Basically, like what are you willing to sacrifice?
Yeah.
And in that movie's case, to be the GOAT, that was what it was. So I just say that to be like, yeah, I have had to make a lot of like sacrifices, just mainly, well, all over, but specifically with time. And you know, I'm not as easily accessible right now, you know?
Right.
But I'm doing it because I just have a vision.
You gotta focus.
Yeah, I'm just focused. Like I'm not, I'm in my box, leave me alone. It's not that. It's just, I kind of don't see anything else right now.
Well, sometimes you gotta get in that box and be like, leave me alone.
Yeah, true.
Sometimes you got to, but
true. But I do feel bad at times because a lot of people just aren't used to that from me. So they don't really know. It's hard for them to take. Like they don't get it. Like they even though I'm telling them it's nothing personal. Like I'll be back. I got you.
Right.
I can see it and feel it. It's difficult for them to comprehend that. And it's more like, yeah, you're just saying that.
Do you feel like is you working for a greater cause?
1,000%. 1,000%, man.
Yeah.
Like 1,000%. I just put, it was just in a song, one of my favorite lines too, is, you know, like I'm walking through those doors so that y'all can come with me. Like I'm not just leaving, I'm not just walking away. Somebody got to open the door. And I've personally been waiting for a long time for somebody to come open these doors. I'll go open them. Right. But like y'all stay close. Like, you know.
Kind of deep there.
Hey man, it's just.
So how do you handle all that with work? Because I know it's plenty of time we talk.
Yep.
We're like, man, I want to be doing this. I want to be doing that. But of course, everything takes time.
Everything does. Everything does. And you know, eventually you figure out that everything has somewhat of a solution. You just got to figure it out, man. You just have to figure, and it might not be the one that you wanted it to be.
Right.
But I would say I just started finding like small moments of wasted time and began figuring out ways to make them more productive.
Yeah.
So that I don't feel like
you're wasting time.
Yeah, exactly. And I hate, like, even at work, like, I can't lie. Sometimes I'm there and I'm just like, okay, this is gonna put money in the bank, but I could be doing so.
Right.
What I began to do is like while I'm at work, man, like I'm trying to memorize like a verse in my head, or I'm thinking of I'm trying to do two things now, you know. So it's not just I ain't just oh, I can't wait to get off. No, when I get off, I done already thought so much through that. Yeah. Okay, cool. Now we streamlining, you know. But I feel it. Like, yeah, we had that convo a lot, man.
And I told a couple people this. So, you know, I got a PlayStation. I got a PlayStation 5. You know,
I don't know why, but yeah, you got
you know, I'll be busting your head.
Yeah.
No, we played it a long time. But,
yeah.
And what I was going to ask you, what is to get away from some of your creative, like, you know, sometimes it can kind of be stressful.
Sure.
Because you're thinking of everything. You want to get this done. You want to get this done.
Yeah.
And I started selling my PlayStation one time because like I was thinking so much of what to do, what I want to create, what I want to do next.
Yeah.
And to sell my PlayStation, I wouldn't have had no distractions. But then I thought about it. I was like, this would be my downtime, my shutdown, just let my mind just be free of thinking so much, doing everything, and just play.
Yeah.
Don't think about nothing. But I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I be playing and still be thinking.
Oh, most times.
But what do you do to get away from so much thinking about creating and trying to go and produce and this and that? Do you do anything other?
Oh, for sure. Well, for one, it's funny you brought that up because I don't know if you remember. It's been, I think it was right before this, and I had texted you saying, hey man, if you know anybody looking for like, I got a whole bunch of like every game system and everything you can think of. That's exactly what I was doing.
Yeah.
And the one thing I think I put in that text as well, I said was the only thing I'm not gonna get rid of is the PS5. And that was my thought. Like,
I remember that.
Okay, I'll have that on the days where I feel cool sitting down and actually chilling.
Right.
But to your point, everything else can be distractions at times. And what's the question? I forgot what you actually asked me.
What do you do to get away from creating so much, or just feel like I need to go, I need to do this, I need to create, I need to do this?
Yeah.
What do you go fishing? Do you just drive? Now I know you work out. You know, you and Spirit Boy be at the gym.
Yeah, that's a fact. This is a fact.
Anything else do you do?
Yeah, so I would say the two main things that I do are, you know, I truly enjoy like praying and meditating. I enjoy it. Sometimes I tie that in with like some yoga. Recently, I've gotten into stretching a lot more, like intense, intentional stretching. A good friend of mine offers a service like that, and so I tried it out, and it was life changing. Really, I felt limber. Hey man, I was ready to go. Outside of working out and praying and meditating, so going to the theater, like to the actual theater, has been my thing for a while. Although now when I get in there, it's like I get one. I have left the movie several times recently.
I think you told me.
Yeah, because I get an idea in there. Hey man, a couple more scoops of that popcorn, and I'm right back.
This dude go pay for a movie, sit in a movie, think about something, and leave. That's crazy.
Hey, it's something about just that environment that just I'm wide open. I'm either asleep or I'm wide open thinking about something.
Right.
So, yeah. But outside of that, man, I listen to a lot of music. You know, I hadn't really thought about it. I don't really do too much else right now, man.
Right.
You know, I just try to stay as focused as I can. I had enough time sitting around doing nothing. So
yeah. And see, that's what I do as far as creating the Impel brand and learning more about business, investing. And somebody told me one time, I said this, I think I said this before on an episode. Somebody told me that, do you ever think it's too much? Like, because I try to share with people what I know, or if I don't know as much, I try to, as far as other people learning and trying to get them to, I don't know, we got some noise going on somewhere. I don't know what it is. But I try to, you know, just inspire people from what I learned.
Right.
And then, you know, somebody said to me one time they think it's too much. You know,
too much is in like what you were sharing with them
for people, other people. Like, I feel like I was pushing too much on people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I don't. Can I be real? I don't subscribe, man.
Yeah,
I think that's a feeling.
I
think people do feel that sometimes, but you just that's kind of like it's fear.
Right.
That's really what I feel like. I've said it before. Like, this is too much for me to do. It's not too much for me. I just don't feel like doing that much.
I don't know what's going on, but we got some drilling.
We about to say something powerful, man.
I know it's something. Yeah. But if y'all can hear it, bear with us.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's been good so far. Yeah. So have you don't think you experienced any burnout so far?
Oh yeah. Different phases though, like different stages. Because you had just mentioned something I wanted to bring up the stages. I think it's when we were just talking about just the work-life balance in general. I think that there's times in each person's life where, you know, like this season or part of your life, I have set aside for you to rest, or now it's go time. You're not gonna get a lot of rest. Here's your time, you know, spend this with, and a lot of times we see it, like we see those opportunities there, you know, and we'll say things like, man, you know, it seems like every weekend this month it's been a birthday party, or, you know, maybe that's your sign, you know, here's your time. I'm about to surround you with family, you know.
Yeah.
So I think if I pay attention to those signs, then burnout doesn't really become a thing. But it take practicing. You know, like in the beginning stages or earlier stages, I used to do it a lot, man. I'd go like, I'd be so powered up and locked in and seem like everything. And the second something wouldn't go through the way I wanted or was taking too long, I crashed, you know, because I wasn't pacing myself,
right?
You know, and had too many expectations. Now it's just create and then, you know, just follow through. But I don't know what that other side looks like. I don't concern myself with that anymore. Like the result is the result. It doesn't, like if you did everything you could, the result doesn't matter.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, especially like you said, when you done your best. Like sometimes my daughters, I have one daughter, she can get a 98. She mad she can get 100.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, as long as you did your best, just do your best. I don't even care if you get an 80. Just do your best. Give your best.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
because that's the only time you like your feelings get hurt and stuff. It really is when you know that you did your best, you're not really as bothered by it.
Right.
But a lot of times what we do, I know I have done it a lot. I try to do as little as possible and hope for the best result. And a lot of times we get away with it. So then when we don't, that's when our little feelings be hurt. You know, but you knew you.
You give your best. Yeah. Somebody, I ain't gonna say no names on this one, but somebody I know that was they was taking some tests for certain things, and I was like, which I knew the things they were doing, they was doing so many things,
right,
for this one particular thing that I know they needed and wanted.
Yeah,
I kind of figured it wasn't gonna happen because it was too much going on.
Okay, yeah,
it was too much going on, but I was hoping it would happen, but it didn't happen for them.
And sometimes it's the timing too.
Yeah, it's timing. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's timing. Yeah, timing for that person.
I hope they don't. How do you feel like it discouraged them, or they?
Maybe
a little bit.
Maybe, but sometimes people don't admit things.
Accountability.
Yeah.
Choof.
So sometimes that just. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But it's always a way to do things.
For sure.
Always a way.
And man, things be sounding so cliche the older you get, but they make so much more sense. I see why people keep saying them, but and every loss, it really is so many lessons too. Like,
oh yeah,
I say loss or like failure or whatever, but just anytime it doesn't go the way you plan, if you really look at it, man, you can take something from that every single time. At least one thing you can take from it that's gonna make the next time even better. It's always a reason that something didn't work, but like you said, you got to look at yourself sometimes.
Right.
It's not always like an external variable that changed. Sometimes it was you. It was something that you not being honest. Like you knew you should have maybe gone to sleep earlier. Like, that's me. That'd be my thing all the time. I'll miss a workout in the morning and be quick. I just been so tired. And that's because I didn't go to sleep when I said I was going to go to sleep. Can't cry about it now.
Right. So you, another thing, your creative mind.
Yep.
I know a while ago you was talking about holding an event or putting a group together. Do you still plan on doing that in the future? Have you still been thinking about doing that?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. What really happened is when I initially had that idea, I thought that I knew exactly the vision for SOM as well, and it grew a lot since then.
Okay.
So accountability. Some of it has been. I can't lie. Like the music kind of came through and just took a priority. And yeah, and I'm okay with. I wanted to be like I'm okay with it. I wasn't at first. First, I kept saying, okay, I need to like, because it began to feel I was enjoying it so much and so passionate about it. It kind of began to feel like I'm sitting here playing the game all day. You know, like why am I in here? But the amount of just clarity and vision that I feel that God is pouring into me in doing this, I know that this is like a strike while the iron is hot moment. And that might not mean that, like the music itself might not be the moment, but it's something that's happening in me, man, through this music that I know is supposed to be taking place right now. Like right here, right here.
And it could be God taking you in another direction to lead up to
for sure
what you was thinking about originally before you started doing the music. Because like you say, the messages that are coming to you through your music, people can hear that. And then I got to get with this dude.
Yeah, you know right. Yeah. See, man. Yeah. And that's why, like, man, Leon, I be getting so excited, man. Because every day, like, it really is. It's just so many opportunities that you don't even know. Like, I get excited at the thought of that, man. Are there opportunities for things to happen that you don't want to? Yeah.
Right.
Are they gonna happen sometime? Yeah.
Right.
But they were gonna happen anyway. You know, think about all the great things that might just happen in one day, man. I know I be sounding goofy. My voice get high when I get passionate about something, but like it's like a fire, man. Like yeah. I want everybody to feel it for real. I want everybody to have that same feeling of just. I feel like I'm digging from a well that's just unlimited right now. Unlimited, man.
Yeah. So see what you say. You want everybody to feel it. That's how I be feeling. You know.
Oh, I can tell.
Like you want to just bring people with you.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Like you was talking about earlier, also bringing people with you, opening that door. So that's big. That definitely goes along with the progress and precision and clear direction, which Impel Forward is about. Just taking action.
And see, you show it so much too, man. Like, you know, it just being around certain people, yourself definitely included. It's a certain energy, man, that just it's like a healthy encouragement.
Right.
Like almost abrasive, but not by intent,
right?
Not by design. It's just your energy. You know, some people just have that.
Right.
And it can be used either way. Like, you know, you ever been around somebody and you just like, I'm in a bad mood now. Like, you know, like if you allow it.
Right.
And sometimes you just don't see it happen. But then you have those people that you get around and it could be like, it could be their peace that just does something for you. Or it could be just with you, the way that you carry yourself. You ever like when you was younger, you know how certain adults would walk in the room and they not like mean and you're not afraid of them, but you just had like a lot of respect for them. So, you know, maybe if you was like you might just, you kind of got that effect, but not like I'm scared of Leon. It's just like, okay, this is like a man of integrity. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, some people just have that. I know you work for it. I ain't saying, you know, it been in you, but I know you work to exude it the way that you do for sure. It show.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I necessarily
put the money under the hat. I get it after the end.
I don't know if I necessarily position myself like that. Like I guess it just, or it may come across that way, just like you said, for me working and trying to build things and be a better person, and it might just be in
it's you, Leon. I'm telling you, it's you. Like we all are exactly who we are, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, some of us choose to like embrace it and like let it show. And I don't even know if you chose it, man. I think that's just your character, man.
Right.
You're just a genuine person. Authenticity to me, outside of time, it might be the most like valuable trait.
Right.
Or I guess time isn't a trait, but You know what I mean? Like time is of the utmost importance, I think.
Right.
But finding somebody that is authentic, because I think authenticity can like encompass a lot. That is integrity. That is, well, I guess depending on what you be authentic to, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I look, you saying that, I'm thinking like sometimes stuff that's in me. Sometimes I bring it down.
Yeah. Okay.
You know.
Oh yeah.
Like,
why though? Like,
why?
Why? Why? Like, give me an example.
Because I do have a different side of me, you know.
Okay.
And just sometimes being around certain people, sometimes just listening to a lot of things can have you thinking different things, bro. And I don't like to. That's why I don't talk a lot about. So this year, or last couple of years, is this politics, and even with the latest incidents of Charlie Kirk and all that stuff, black versus white, black on black, Republican, Democrat.
Yeah.
I'll share it all. Like, I don't get into a lot of that, and I try not to. But I've been talking about it more in the last 2 years. But now it seems like it's getting worse. And I just don't. I can't. My mind. I can't take a lot of that. Even because I don't want to go back and forth with a lot of people talking about certain things. I don't care. Like, I'm not a Democrat or Republican.
And,
you know, I'm not. Either one of those. And I just feel like there's a lot of hate going on. Man. And if you don't support a certain person, a certain party, I'm like, and I be really, sometimes I want to give people, you know,
for sure.
I be wanting to really give them something that they really don't want, you know, and I don't want either. So
I think a lot of this, and you know, I don't get close to politics really.
Right.
I respect it.
Right.
But I don't. And for a lot of those reasons, to be honest, it's like news. Like, I don't really watch the news either.
Yeah, I don't.
Especially not first thing in the morning.
I've been stopped watching news since 2020.
Yeah. But I feel like when it comes to, and not just politics, almost anything that two people are not seeing eye to eye about, is because either both or one person is solely thinking about themselves. There's no other way around it. You know, if we all are thinking the greater good of just people in general, the human race, we gonna agree about a whole lot more than we are now.
Right.
Or if we don't agree about it, we're gonna come together. That's when you know, okay, if you and I are disagreeing, at the end of this disagreement, what do we decide to do? That's how you kind of know like where someone's intention is, in my opinion. If we couldn't come to an agreement, did we just say, oh well, and go our separate ways about it? Or did we at least try or set up a time to try to come up with a solution? You know what I mean? Because if you just say, well, I feel this way and I feel that way and walk away, neither one of y'all really care about that issue that much. You just care about how you feel about it. Like, you want that person to feel how you, but if you care about what you actually talking about, my opinion and your opinion all of a sudden don't matter as much.
Right.
If anything, we put them together and try to come up with the best solution. You know, but it's hard to get to.
Yeah, a lot of times in them situations, I just don't want to say nothing that. I'm not even gonna say I would regret it. Just I know it can cause a lot of confusion. You know, we got too much confusion.
Show grace. Yeah,
that's basically what I do. Show grace.
Yeah.
I got a lot. I got people. You know, people like Mo. And I don't know if Fielder, but Mo. He knows like this. Now this is part of joking. Like, when I tell somebody, leave me alone. Like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
And Mo,
go ahead.
He'll be like, all right, he don't play fair. What they call it? Not joning. What's the other word? I forgot the word.
Cooking,
anyway.
roasting.
Roasting.
Yeah. Oh, you be roasting?
Not on purpose. I just, you know how people might can say, we didn't win a whole nother direction, but we'll come back to it.
Yeah.
You know how people might say something about you, and you looking at them like,
no, you ain't.
That's how I be. You know, I got stuff that come from me.
See, this is a new side of you, Lee. I know this. You gotta be roasting. All right.
Yeah, I don't mean to. So
that's funny.
Hey, watch out.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So,
wait, before we go, you haven't answered anything about this work-life balance. And you got a whole lot more experience with it than I do.
Well, I don't think it's a work-life balance. I think, it's no such thing. People try to make it a thing. I don't think it's a thing because I think you just put your energy to whatever you're trying to do, just put your energy there, and it all works itself out. Of course, we got wives, kids, and got a business, work.
That's a great point. And I meant to touch on that when we first talked about it.
What was that?
The people around you are very, very important when it comes to having any form of work-life balance. Because if that person is not understanding, and I mean truly understanding, not saying like, fine, well, go do, I get it. And now that's a fair feeling because everyone isn't, it might not be in a place to be around someone that, doesn't have very much free energy to give. Maybe they need to be poured into more, which is fair. So I ain't saying that like that's I can't believe you said that.
Right.
But that's not gonna work. It might work like a week, but eventually that's gonna burn out. It needs to be the people that are gonna get you the most and that you're gonna be able to be the most free and honest with during that time are the people that really understand like what is happening. Like, okay, this isn't a personal thing. This person is just really that person get it every time. You don't even really have you're gonna find yourself probably explaining to them what's going on more because you see that they're there, but you really don't even have to explain it to them. They understand. Still human, still have feelings. So check on them. Don't just leave them hanging. But
I remember one day you had text me and said, "You going to the studio today?" I'm like, nah. I said, Nico want to go get something to eat. But I had planned on going to the studio. But, I know she want to go get something to eat, So I'm like, I go another day. So that's what, and even the girls, they've been having a lot going on. And sometimes, But that's what I'm saying. It all works out.
So see, I'm balancing like two things. Work and just like personal life. You kind of got like 3, almost 4. You got work, like your personal, social life. Then you have a husband and you're a father. But so what is that like, man? That's
even with the father, these things right here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I had to go, man. It'd be a lot of times I had to go down on my daughter's bed just to get some attention. What you doing? Boom.
Yeah.
How's your day?
Yeah.
But that's
that's funny.
Yeah. They've been in rooms, on the phones or tablets, got their little friend. What they call
FaceTime?
Not FaceTime. They got some little game, Roblox.
Oh
yeah. All that, they got a little chat. So. Of course, as they get older, now they're younger, of course you got to pay more attention to them. But as they get older, boy,
I be joking with my brother, man. Sometimes a couple of my homeboys, I say like, I finally realized I have hit the age, even with my youngest niece now, where you at a certain stage of their life, everything you say is gold and it's funny. You can't miss with children,
Yeah.
And then they get to an age where, man, it don't matter what you say. All you,
it ain't funny.
All right, going. I'm here. Like my jokes not hitting. The way that they used to.
Yeah, and so even with that, I try to make it even more. Attempt more to spend time with them as far as like I might be in my game room. Like I said, they might be in their room. I go in there, or they might come in the game room.
Right.
Or also, I start going to bedroom early, more just laying down, watching TV, something like that.
Right.
Just being around. Because I can get in that game room, be on YouTube. My daughter asked me once, she said, "Daddy, you ain't gonna watch TV no more?" I said, probably not,
So do y'all have like, are there any like traditions in y'all household where, like Fridays, y'all always go out to eat or?
No tradition. We just usually, let's do this, let's do that.
Okay.
But we don't really have a tradition. Okay. Unless it's, Christmas, something like that. They like to watch Christmas movies.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
We need to do these more often because it'd be so much I'd be wanting. Like you just said, Christmas movies. I just want. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Man, I ain't got no favorite Christmas movie.
What you mean? Everybody got a favorite Christmas movie.
It took me a while to kind of get in that Christmas spirit.
Oh yeah.
I used to be.
Yeah.
I had this thing where I didn't like the fact that people make Christmas so. When it comes, you see black people struggling with money, had these money problems, and then Christmas come, they got to feel like they got to go buy people something, got to do this, got to do that. And I'm like, so it just used to bother me a little bit. But I came around, a little bit.
Hey,
as far as when it comes to my family, I kind of lighten up a little bit now.
That's a good point, though. I always notice that, especially with Christmas, actually. Mm-hmm. And this might be a little, we'll see. The feeling that I get when I see a kid that's really happy when they get like the gift, let's say the gift they wanted, or like a surprise that they really wanted on Christmas, that feeling of joy, it's great to see that. It is, right? And usually, in most cases, like someone's or situations like peak is usually much like better and more impactful than the low. I never had that feeling with Christmas time. Like, it's a great feeling seeing that kid, but it's a much worse feeling seeing the kid that didn't get what he wanted, or the parents that couldn't get that kid what he wanted. Mm-hmm. And that it just never really settled well with me. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Like, that makes sense, yeah.
Like, it's like the one of the few times where best case scenario is like a 8 on a 1 to 10, but the worst case is like -20. You know, like that's unfair, like to me. But I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how we got there. Yeah. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Early Merry Christmas
from the Temptations.
We started off with the work-life balance. Let us know what you think. Work-life balance. Is there such a thing called work-life balance, and how do you manage your work-life balance? Yeah, let us know in the comments.
That's right.
Yeah, so that's about it, man. I don't have anything else. What you have any solutions or
solutions?
Yeah, solutions
for the work-life balance.
Work-life balance. What'd you say? Just keep going.
You know me, man. We don't get tired.
Yeah, just keep going.
But seriously, I would say, learn yourself. Mm-hmm. That's how you find your balance. Nobody else can tell you what your work life, what any balance in your life should be, really. Yeah. They can give you like a little guideline, some good advice. It might not work for you and your situation, you know. And like, if you married and your lady or your man like to spend time together a lot, your play might not be the same as mine, you know.
Right, exactly.
And that's okay. That's okay. So that's all I would say. Just figure out what works for you and just stay the course. That's the biggest thing. Is just commit to it and just keep doing it. Like whatever it is, you're gonna get better. Even if you're great, right? You're gonna get better. Just keep doing it.
Yeah. The main thing is keep working. Keep taking action. Whatever it is you're trying to do, keep working.
Gotta impel forward.
Impel forward.
On me.
That being said, wait for another episode of the Impel Forward podcast.
That's right.
Once again, I'm your host, Leon. Make sure you go to impelforwardmerch.com. That's impelforwardmerch.com and get you some merch. And subscribe. Subscribe to some of y'all ain't subscribed to the YouTube channel.
Don't be subscribing. Don't be liking. Yeah. Don't be cutting. Nah, I'm just messing.
All right, there you have it for another episode of the Impel Forward podcast. And remember, seize the opportunity to grasp your dreams. Peace.
Man.